We're going to go now, just mixing up a little bit because Rocky Dawuni is in a studio and has been jumping in and out of his recording. Rocky, it's so great to have you with us, and really delighted. Thanks for your patience as we wind our way through all these amazing speakers about implementation and getting it done. And, you know, Rocky, you as Goodwill Ambassador to United Nations Environmental Program, musical legend from Ghana in America, and everything you're doing to really, bring a message of not just spirituality, but also ecology that you're such an incredible messenger of, Rocky. So without further ado, let's go to you, brother, so we can hear your sharings about this subject of implementation. I know it's something you're very passionate about and you devoted your life to, and we really want to hear from you today. Welcome to the symposium.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor to speak to you all. And for me, as a musician, one of the most important aspects of what I do is the bearer of the message, the carrier of the message, the inspirer of the message, and also the one that creates the space to inspire that collective action to implement the message. So blessings and love to all of you gathered here today to share in this idea of oneness and elevate each other in our collective intentions to find the righteous and true direction of our spiritual and moral compass to serve as a guide for us all at the dawn of this crossroads in human history, and also to point us towards the highest place on the mountaintop. It is important to acknowledge that our convergence is not coincidental, as we are all the living ones in a time when decisions which could as well define the fate of our species and our legacy as custodians of this beautiful planet we all call home are made in various shapes and ways with implications that could impact our continued existence on this planet. But in light of all of this, it is clear indication that the wheels of destiny have entrusted each of us with pieces of that solution for these times, regardless of the seemingly overwhelming chaos, confusion, disconnection, and disruption that is happening all around us. We might be the ones we've been waiting for, but we must each answer the call for us to rise above the comforts of our established cliques and become real intentions in the consciousness of God, so that our sentient universe can heal itself, so that restoring humanity, peace, and collective security for all becomes a guiding path for all of us. Our religions and indigenous traditions have all stressed our interconnectedness. And it is only through a deeper understanding of this reality and putting it into action that we can ignite that consciousness in a way that will align with the destiny of our universe, and then ultimately reveal the true architecture of our next stage of evolution. The current state of our world, as we all can see, is one that we can all agree on, that is a fall from grace. We have become a species that is driven by our own self-interest, national interest, economic interest, political interest, all while sacrificing the promise of a world of harmony and goodness into one that is filled with competition, exploitation, greed, dishonesty, and animosity. It is a situation that leaves no winners but a collective state of mass depravity. We are all mute to the flagrant suppression of the voices of the voiceless, including myself. In this sacred duty, we must all ask ourselves the big question: who are we? We're all children of the Most High. It does not matter from what race, country, ethnicity, social class that you may belong. We must all come into the conscious knowledge that we are the chosen out of many. right from conception in the womb, because we are each a manifestation of many possibilities. We are the ones that receive the gift of sentient life. This in itself shows the special nature of who we are and our mission as individuals and our responsibility to each other. We are each a blessing who are all partaking in this miracle of natural selection into a family of new humanity. This also is a testament to our connection to all nature and every aspect of the natural world that we are born into. We are nature. This connection is fundamental to maintaining and reestablishing balance and harmony. When we fall out of balance with nature, it is a source of disconnection, isolation, and alienation. As they say, knowledge of self is knowledge of God. We must amplify the energy of this awareness in order to restore global harmony. Our Earth, which is our birthright, and as a UN Goodwill Ambassador for the environment, this is a place that of great interest for me to share. The Earth is our birthright, but it's become a victim of unchecked march to progress. Nature, animals, and creation provide us with the knowledge, food, and healing. No one can explain to you how a walk in the park can make you feel. No one can explain to you how having a pet can deepen a sense of awareness of other creatures and our connection. Plants and herbs heal us. The winds blowing through the trees can ignite cosmic inspirations and creativity to show us our intricate interdependence and relation to the natural order of things. Today, many species are extinct through our actions. The oceans are polluted through our actions. We rise against each other as this alienation and imbalance manifest in our everyday life. And then we have technology, the promise. Technology, we have a great opportunity to use it to amplify the greater good. But the characteristics of man, I would say negative characteristics of our nature, greed, competition, power, has corrupted our ability to utilize the promise of technological creativity to advance the greater good. Technology has become a tool for exploitation, wars, and so much more. It is also dangerous, slippery slope, which can amplify both positive and negative power. A choice which depends on the collective intention. We have all been warned of the dangers, but now that we have the tool in our hand, it has become a runaway train of competition as to who sacrifices the destiny of humanity for the rights of sentient machines that we have no control over. But we know that the solution comes from amplifying our true nature, and which is love for ourselves and love for each other. Love is our revolution and our call to action for me as a musician. Love of self, love of family, love of nature, love of life. This is the energy of God and the only force that is on the side of humanity. We must, through our actions each and every day, become true emissaries of this energy. Smile to all those you meet. Be compassionate. Spend time in nature away from the concrete environs of the city to find yourself. We are the ones we've been waiting for. So we have to stop waiting for someone else to help us find ourselves and find God. God bless us all. Thank you very much. From live in the studio in Los Angeles.
Oh, wonderful. Amazing. Rocky Dawuni. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you for being with us and making the time, Rocky, to share with us live from the studio in LA. Just real quick, what are you working on?
I'm working on a show. I'm here. I mean, obviously, I don't live here. I came for the Grammys, and then also the launch of the Bob Marley movie here. So the last few days have been very privileged to run into old friends like Stevie Wonder, Chris Blackwell, and everybody here. So it's been an intense kind of invigoration of conscious music, because Bob's music is everywhere here. It's been the conversation everywhere. So I decided to get into the studio whilst in the midst of all this hectic schedule to record a song that was originally produced by a mad professor from England for me. And I felt that this was really the time to get in there and then harness all of this energy and all of this gratitude that everybody is, kind of coming into terms with, and then all of this repurposing of our purpose and reinvigorating of our intention to move forward and make sure that we elevate the greater good. So that's what I brought in, and I've been in the studio, and as the times were changing, I'll shut off, go do tracking, and then come back and be listening. So it's been a whole kind of, but I've been honored by all the incredible conversations that have been going on, and I feel more inspired that our mission is one that is divine, that all of us even converging right now is really, the timing could never be as important as we all know that we are all born in this generation at this time, at this moment. So in the consciousness of the universe, we are the ones to find the solution, because the solutions are already seeds in us. So we just have to believe, trust, submit, and then let it grow as a big tree for everyone that needs shade around the world, everyone that needs direction around the world, and really amplify this movement of compassion and peace and oneness. So thank you all for giving me the space to be a part of this conversation.
Thank you, Brother Rocky. Thank you for being with us in your busy schedule, live from the studios in LA. Following a little bit earlier, we had Mick Sheldrick live from the Australian Embassy in Washington. This is implementation, getting it done out there on the streets and in the offices and in the rooms and in nature. And that's a good segue to our next speakers. But thank you so much, Brother Rocky, for being with us.
Thank you very much. God bless you all.
And a lot of people want to connect with you, and we'll make sure that we find ways to connect you up with what Rocky's doing.